defense. He's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
DeRozan against Caldwell Pope. DeRozan passes to Levine. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. James in the post. DeRozan defending. Fades back. James, no good.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
Green kicks to Caruso. Driving inside. That shot, no good. Good D by James. Jokic with the screen on Caruso. James finds Jokic and stolen by Drummond. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jokic against DeRozan. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
DeRozan sizing up the situation and making the right read. That's basketball savvy. We call that hoops sense.
You know, Greg, some guys are late bloomers, but DeRozan, he was just the opposite.
Yeah, reports are he had handles at age 3. First dunk came in the 6th grade. 5-star high school prospect, and in a strange way, he's still an underrated shooter.
You're weak, man. This lead is soft. Dig in it. Let's go.
Going with an almost entire... Chicago trailing here. On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. We've got Murray. Michael Porter's out there with Green. Then it's MP. And it's Jokic in at the center. Levine can't hit. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Pelicans. It took him no time at all on that one. James has got the lead up to 5 now for the Nuggets.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Now here's Jones. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
And it's James missing. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Bulls. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Hammers the alley-oop through.
So that fancy alley-oop right there, that move by Drummond, the result of excellent communication with his teammates.
James in the post. And James throws it down hard.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
James, the pass to Murray. And he's good on the 3-ball. Murray's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Whistle blows. Basket is good. Go to the line here. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Chicago.
With athleticism. Which would you prefer to build around if you were coaching?
If I had to only pick one, Kevin, obviously I'd like to have both skill and athleticism, but skill is so critically important in any sport, particularly basketball. Guys that can shoot, handle the ball, pass it, and do the fundamental things well.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Denver, James.
That free throw, no good. He's off on the second. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's DeRozan. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's James into the lane.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Trailing by 4. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And here's James outside. Green with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Caruso. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Caruso's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. James against Drummond.
That's his second foul of the first half. Now to
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
For Chicago. Kobe White comes in for Dosunmu. And a switcher also for Denver. Zeke Naji, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Now here's James. Boy, he was something else against Boston. Gordon finds James. 6 to shoot. No good with the triple. Now Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And it's Green missing.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
From past the arc. Denver gets it back. Kicks it out to Gordon. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
James basketball.
.103 left in the first half.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Just 5 to shoot. Green with a screen on Caldwell Pope. DeRozan for 3.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Nice back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's James. And he's fouled pretty hard on it. Pick up the points at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Denver making a switch here. Janjar's checked in. And he sinks the second. 35 seconds left here in the second. DeRozan against James. Now here's DeRozan. He's covered closely.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. DeRozan surveying the D, and Zeke Naji gets the whistle that time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Denver on top. They're up by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And as we welcome you to the studio, we call your attention to the top performers for each team in the first half.
When you step into the league as a rookie the way MP has, it's a major feat to accomplish. All eyes are on you, buddy. Already in discussion, one of the best new players in the league, and he's a player you have to prepare for.
Let's switch gears to the Chicago Bulls. They're in a tight one after the first half.
Well, you have to like the work they're putting in on the glass, fighting for extra possessions, cashing in, especially with them hustle points.
Playing with a lot of energy, making their coach happy, no doubt.
Thank you for being with us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And what a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
The wing set for him, Levine and DeRozan. Andre Drummond is out there with Green, and it's Caruso in the corner. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebounder.
And a wide-open look for James. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. It's tipped. 6 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Gordon. No good on the triple. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half.
Kevin, what's so impressive to me about Levine? It's the all-around play. He affects the game across the board.
Chicago making a switch.
Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, Ayon Dosunmu.
Here's Drummond. He's got 8. Outside DeRozan. Clock at 6. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So
Defensive foul. Contagious Caldwell Pope. First personal foul. First team foul.
Upside to be had.
At the line.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. James with it. 20 points for him. Second from the line, only 3 free throws made. Free throw good, James. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Bulls leading by 3. Here's Dosunmu. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Dosunmu's got 5.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
James kicks to Gordon. Gordon off a pick from James. 4 on the clock. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
For 3, Levine, a 3-pointer is right on target. And it's a 9-point Bulls win.
Nuggets call timeout. Fans, if you want the t-shirt, we have
Devontae.
Substitution in the court. Denver calls time. Give it up one more time for your Chicago Bulls.
Deep. And again, Denver no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, the forward spots will be Porter Jr. and Gordon. MP is out there with Murray, and it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's James. And again, Denver no good.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Passes it to Caruso. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Drummond with a screen on Murray. 5 to shoot. Caruso, good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. And the Bulls lead by 21. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's Jokic in the corner. And a miss there on the triple.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
The points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. James against Caruso. The fadeaway. James with the bucket. James has got 23. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's DeRozan. And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
And James gets it to go.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Levine dishes to DeRozan. Outside, Green. Right wing for 3. Caruso, no good. The Nuggets trail by 21. James outside. Takes it inside. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 27. So Chicago. Now here's James. Jokic with his screen on Caruso. James misses.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him that he's up off the threes.
A really solid victory for them here tonight. They kept things simple, took what the defense gave them, and grabbed the win for the Bulls.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
The Bulls, 92. The Nuggets, 70.
I spoke with Ashley, and she was clear about the ground.
They wanted to eliminate distractions so the team could just function at its highest level.
So this was a top-down initiative?
Oh, absolutely. But the thing is, man, he literally forbid me from doing any of the activities.
Wow, okay, so why do you think he was so against you having these...
Say the truth, John. I'm not sure.
MP, that's very interesting.
Yeah, I thought you might like.
About game time, bring the bang time.
And so often we have these epic guard matchups, and tonight it's all about the front court and not the back court. But nonetheless, it should be fun.
No doubt, Kevin. These front courts are big, they're dynamic, they're physical. A number of these guys can shoot it from great range. This should be one heck of a show.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Randall and Robinson will be the inside pair. Jalen Brunson out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Reddish in at the 3. Brunson finds Robinson. Some nice passing by New York here. The shot's good from Brunson.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
James misses. Now here's Reddish. Guarded by Porter. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet. Good night.
Gordon a screen. And James throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick. No rotation. My goodness.
Greg, looking at the shooting numbers of Michael Porter Jr., they're off the charts.
I mean, his first full year in the league, Porter Jr. was top 20 in field goal percentage, top 10 in three-point percentage. Incredible numbers for a 6'10 wing.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Jokic with his screen on Brunson. From deep, James connects from three-point range. James has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Nuggets. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And the call up against Jokic. That's foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Nuggets on D, leading by 5. Randall down low, defended by Gordon.
See, the combination of size, mobility, athleticism gives Aaron Gordon the necessary attributes to be an excellent defender.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around.
New York ball timeout.
Come on, FP, go easy on him.
Hey, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Brunt. Foul as the...
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Knicks. 2 shots.
Trying to get back to being competitive, GA, but it has been difficult, hasn't it?
They haven't been able to attract top-level talent for quite some time, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city.
Jokic sets the screen for James. It's stolen by Randall. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a try.
That's his second personal foul. 14 foul. Shooting for New York. Julius Randle. At the line for 2.
I'm always going to pull for the southpaw.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Najee's checked in.
It seems to me Julius Randle improves every season, and the more responsibility he's given, it seems the better he performs.
From deep, James, no good on the shot. And New York the other way now, and going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
Should be an interesting game as these teams don't see a lot of each other being from different conferences.
Right. They'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. With the drive and the dunk by James.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. From deep, James. Another miss by James. Knicks trail by 7. Pass to Randall. And James picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, just a little too physical out there right now. That's already his second foul.
For the Nuggets, John Jars checked in. And it's Jamal Murray in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And a switcher also for New York. Sims is checked in. And James with a clear path to the hoop. Drops in the tray off the fast break. James has got 18 points in the game.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Quickly against James. And it's quickly missing. Denver leading by 10. Beyond the arc. James, no good. New York's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. 2 free throws coming up. And the Nuggets shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. Good, James. And both free throws, good for James. Knicks trail by 12. Now Fournier. To halt the run. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's Denver up by a dozen here at the end of the...
From outside the arc, and so far
both teams making substitutions here. And to watch NBA offense when the ball is hopping, I think you'd agree, it is beautiful. The precision, the grace, the timing. How much of that, Doris, is just making the simple pass?
I think the best basketball is played when players think, what is the next right play? And so often, Kevin, that is simply moving the basketball on the catcher and triple threat position. But as soon as you don't have anything, move it to the next guy. So I couldn't agree more.
Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. Out on the perimeter, it's Caldwell Pope and Porter Jr. And it's James in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And a deep three from James. The Knicks pull it in.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Here's Quickly. And the Knicks miss again.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
The drive by James. Count that one. James has got 22 points.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Quickly. And it's Denver with the rebound. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Kept alive. Caldwell Pope kicks to Jokic. Good on the three-point shot. Jokic has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the touch from deep. Jokic recognizes when he should look to shoot from that area.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets sitting with a comfortable lead up by
24.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Denver Nuggets.
They feasted from 3 so far. Couldn't stretch the floor much more. I mean, it's put them firmly in control of this game.
Gotta have that floor space, open concept, indoor-outdoor living. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I like that.
And let's get back to our featured game. A fantastic battle between these two guys.
Well, it is rare to see a rookie have the kind of impact that NP has had in his first season. You think of guys like Karl Anthony Towns and LeBron James. NP is right there with them when it comes to the numbers he puts up and the way he transforms his team.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
It's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And what a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
A huge bonus. Boy, when he's contributing like this, it makes everything easier for his team.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Randall and Robinson will be the inside. Quickly out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Reddish in at the small forward. The Nuggets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Good on the second free throw. And so it's New York with it. Down by 15. Brunson against James. A shake. Brunson, no good. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver.
And he makes the tough pass look easy. But he also, with that vision, always going to find the open man.
Quickly against Caldwell Pope. Good work there as it goes. Brunson's got 8 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Robinson passes to Brunson. High, arcing shot. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic just got his 5th rebound in this one.
His first personal foul. Second team foul.
Don't want to give your opponent momentum.
The Knicks making a switch here. Grimes is checked in. Checked in, and it's Toppin in for Julius Randle. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
The Nuggets leading by 20. James kicks to Murray. No good on the 3. The Knicks shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the 3 ball is good. And that's now 30 points for MP.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
And that one's good quickly.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Green with a screen on quickly. Here's James. And the last second attempt.
Your Nuggets, 63. Knicks, 42.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Nuggets leading by 21. Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. MP is out there with Murray, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And it's James missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Reddish dishes to Randall. And the shot goes down. And it's 6 points for Julius Randle.
Such a tough proposition guarding Julius Randle in that area. This guy is capable on the interior.
And it's blocked. They set the screen. Pass to Sims. Now quickly. And it's off from 3-point range. James looking around. Jokic sets the screen for James. Driving the lane.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
A floater, and quickly with the lay-in.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
James with it, now defended by Randall, and it's Gordon missing. Knicks trail by 19. On the wing quickly, and the Knicks good for 2.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Jokic with this screen on quickly. And here's James outside. It's rebounded by New York. Reddish has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Quickly against James. Back to Reddish. Randall outside. Passes it to Quickly. Off target from three-point range. Denver leading by 17. Gordon with a screen on Quickly. And here's James outside. Sinks the three-pointer. James has got 13 points in the second half.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this.
Substitution on the court. At the line for Denver, Michael Porter Jr. At the line.
We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin.
Knicks 70. Folks, we'd like to thank you for coming out.
Oh, you're here, so that can't be good.
Well, it's not bad either. Things aren't inherently good or bad, they just are as we are.
All right. Why don't we get started? Nate, check this out, man. I think if they trade me, they'll regret it for.
Does that mean you don't mind if you get traded?
Man, I am a big meditation guy, Nate, and I don't know if you knew that. All right, cool. I think I'm done. You guys have a good night.
Nope. So everyone that's supposed to be here has one? Is it okay for us to ask them if we don't see one? Got any pictures?
Also, just make sure.
How do you do that? I've got some of my sisters.
I read that story in the local
nice
news.
work at the press conference,
John
man.
Luck sure
Yeah,
loves
you
you,
handled it
doesn't
beautifully.
he?
Look, Uncle Bobby's the key. Of all the people we've singled out, he holds the...
Call, right? Hey. Hey, I got some flyers I'm trying to hand
Take your
out.
flyer somewhere else.
Oh, come on, man. Marvin, just the guy I want to see. Any chance we can hang one of these up in...
Well, hi, y'all. Come on in.
Hey, how you doing, sir? I was just wondering if I can put some of these
Oh,
flyers on the window.
my goodness.
Bye now. Y'all come back.
Hey, MP, what are you doing here? Oh, you need something?
Look out there, MP.
Grant, it's still early in the season, but when you're on a team, do you have a good sense of where you stand in the league at this point?
Well, it's hard to say. The year is just getting started. You just never know about injuries, trades, chemistry, how it all comes together. So I think most players aren't too concerned with the standings just yet.
Hardaway against Porter. Right side, Hardaway. Pass to Wood. Over James. Wood misses. Now James, big-time contributor on offense. Just over 22 points a game. Off target with the three. James against Hardaway. Doncic outside. Back to Hardaway. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
You know, we all know the name Hardaway, but Tim Hardaway Jr.
making a name for himself. Another outstanding shooter that this league has developed.
And that... one's good. James.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Doncic. That one rolls around and rims out. Clark, how about the ability Hardaway Jr. has to score?
You know, it's really amazing. He's averaged over double digits all but one season in his career. He makes threes, he knocks down free throws, and it really doesn't matter where he's getting his shots from. He's knocking them down. You know, he's somebody that teams have relied on to score the ball.
From the arc. Counted from distance.
At the arc, Doncic can seem unstoppable. You've got to guard him closely out there. You can't give him any space or he'll hurt you.
Now, here is James. In the game against New York, very impressive. James can't get that one to fall. For Dallas, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Hardaway, the pass to Doncic. Here's the three. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here is James.
Tell you what, the Mavericks are...
13. Shooting for Denver, James. That's the line for 2.
Type of game.
No good on the free throw. The Mavs, the slowest team in the league under Jason Kidd last season, Clark.
Well, there's no shame in that for them because they were playing to their team's strengths. They want to put the ball in Luka's hands and space the floor and let him go to work. If you have Luka, that's a smart way to play.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Gordon with a screen on Doncic. Here's James. Good D by Finney-Smith.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Back to Doncic. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. Gets the 3 ball to go. Doncic has got 9 points. Dallas has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Hardaway Jr. and Finney-Smith make up the forward spots. Then there's Christian Wood. Then it's Green. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now here's Finney-Smith. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
James, that's good.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Luka Doncic, an all-star from his second season, and every year he's one of the favorites for MVP. But Luka says, quote, I still haven't won anything, so I've got to watch. Team success is the metric. He says the key is to win a championship.
Well, he certainly gives him a chance to do just that, Allie. Thank you. That one's no good. Clark, despite missing Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr., Denver managed to finish 6th in the West last year.
And you know the reason they did that was because of the MVP, Nikola Jokic. I mean, he was the guy who carried them to that 6th-place finish in the West. Don't forget about role guys like Aaron Gordon and Bones Highland. They stepped up and played well, but it was Jokic, the Joker, that carried that team to the heights they got to.
Now, here is James. He has 7, and the bucket is good.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Here's James. He's got 9. The 3-ball. Dinwiddie with a rebound. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. To the inside. Wood misses.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
James finds Jokic. Back to James. Hits a 3-pointer. And now it's just a 4-point Maverick lead.
Boy, the passing ability of Jokic is really something. I mean, he's proven to be quite the capable playmaker.
Outside, Green. Pass to Hardaway. There's the triple. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Jokic with a screen on Dinwiddie.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. Gordon, he's checked in for Denver. Caldwell Pope comes in for Porter Jr. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Outside, Green. And in any season, you'll have your struggling teams. Clark is a competitor. How hard is it to bring your best when you're enduring a tough stretch?
Well, I think it comes down to the responsibility you have to yourself and your team to give it your best shot. And competitors want to compete, and you have to relish that, even when you have the deck stacked against you. So weathering adversity and still being professional and committed to competing, I think is
First team foul. At the line for Dallas, Luka Doncic taking 2 shots.
So it's Denver closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Took them a while to find the rhythm, but they're rolling now and could win this going away. We'll be right back.
I really appreciate how well they move the rock, looking for one another.
Next up, let's see what's going on in the Rookie of the... And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back...
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
On the court right now for the Nuggets. Porter Jr. and Gordon at the 3 and the 4. MP is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Jokic in at the 5. And there's James from the arc, and that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Doncic to the middle. Kicks it out to Hardaway. There's the 3. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And James gets it to go.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Fires at the elbow, and it's Doncic missing.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now here's Hardaway. He's got 5. Just 5 on the clock. And Wood with the stuff.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
James against Doncic. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Doncic with it. And Jokic picks him up defensively. And Wood with the stuff.
That's an example of a guy who has really figured out his game. Wood imposing his will at the rim.
After 13 seasons with Rick Carlisle in charge, the Mavs changed their head coach in 2021, Clark.
Hiring Jason Kidd, BA, and he was a member of that 2011 title team. That was a lot of fun to watch. We saw Dallas dedicated to the defensive end under Jason Kidd's leadership. A new voice brought new energy and a refocus, and we'll see if that can be sustained going forward. Well, we talk about it all the time. Hard work pays off, and Wood works extremely hard to fight for the finish he wanted there.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The 3 is up. He can't hit that time. Now Denver takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 11. And there's James from the arc. Finney-Smith pulls it in.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Mavericks this season trying to build a title contender around Luka Doncic, but not a lot of luxury tax wiggle room. Luka said, quote, "I trust them. Whatever move they make, I have great..."
Nuggets call timeout.
Come on, we're just toying with y'all. Don't get too comfortable.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Wood. Hardaway, the pass to Doncic. Dinwiddie outside. James against Doncic. Wood. And Wood with the stuff.
Doncic, so multifaceted. A stat sheet stuffer supreme. He does everything, including dropping dimes.
Finney-Smith plays the 4 with Wood at center. Manning the backcourt, it'll be Doncic and Dinwiddie. And it's Hardaway in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Wood misses.
All alone from mid-range. You got to think he's kicking himself.
It's James on the wing. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Jokic, no good.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Pass to Doncic. Dinwiddie with a screen on James. And it's Doncic missing. Denver has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Jokic the screen. James against Doncic. James outside. Clock at 6. Gordon with a screen on Doncic. James passes to Gordon. It's stolen by Doncic. And he lobs it up top. And Wood with the stuff.
Wood flying up to slam down the alley-oop. Emphatic.
Here's James.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Porter. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. The Nuggets with another miss.
They're going to the three-point shot to try to open up their lead, but they're not having quite the same success they were in the first half.
Back to Doncic. Over James. Doncic, no good. The Nuggets have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. James can't get it to go. The Mavericks have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Doncic up top. Check by James. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Denver in the lead. From deep three-point range, Wood grabs the board. Wood's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Jokic with a screen on Doncic. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Here's Jokic. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. Dallas has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Pass to Doncic. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Here's James. The offensive rebound. Jokic from behind the arc. James can't get it to go.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Hardaway, the pass to Wood. Here's Dinwiddie. James with a steal. Jumps up. And it's James with the jam.
In a game this tight and this late, that level of defense is money.
And how about the finish there? The rise up for the slam. That might put this game out of reach.
Well, you know, it certainly swings the energy and the momentum in one team's favor. That's basically a 4 or 5 point swing, which is huge.
Dinwiddie. Count it!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. The 3, James. It's rebounded by Dallas. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And the Mavericks call time here. Force.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He pleaded with the guys to stay composed, saying, quote, "Don't try to be a hero out there. We've practiced these situations, and we've got to trust one another. If we do that down the stretch, we win this game. Go get it."
Thank you for that, Allie. And here's Doncic outside. They get it back. Wood. He connects!
Well, anytime you've got a player that can give you extra possessions, that's a great asset. And Wood is a fantastic offensive rebounder.
James outside. launches it. It's good from beyond the arc.
Clutch bucket. The defensive.
Here's Dinwiddie. It falls!
And they do have a foul to give if needed.
Here's James. Jokic with a screen on Doncic. Here's Caldwell Pope. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. And so it's the...
Your average, 67. Another 66. Thanks for coming out to support your team. Make sure you give up safely, and we'll see you at the next 40.
Incredible, Carl. Wow. Thank you for sharing. Okay, great.
You see this?
What's on his head?
Aha!
Ooh, that's nice, bro.
Wow. Look at that.
Whoa.
It's not bad.
No, it's not good either. So you can ride in a straight...
That was burly, dude.
Come on. I told you guys. I told you. Was that gnarly or what?
Oh, you sound mad old when you say that, but... There's no truth to those trade rumors,
And that's what I mean
boss?
by a foundational
I like it
mindset. Because your mindset becomes the foundation for all your future successes. What is he doing? All your future building blocks will sit on your foundational mindset.
Good, MP. We are at a sporting event.
And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Yeah, especially the younger teams. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. MP is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Brown in at the 3 spot. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Now Dinwiddie, Hardaway from outside, buries it from three-point range.
How about that? Hardaway stepping up and knocking down a bomb.
And so James will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Wood. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. He said if they want to go up 2-0 in the season series tonight, they have to be just as sharp as they were the first meeting. He said we can't get sloppy and expect to win. We have to be careful with our shots and take care of the ball. We'll see if they can execute just as well the second time. Kevin, back to you.
That's interesting, David. Thanks. The team believing, Greg, its success is tied specifically to how well they shoot.
And how do you set that up? Run the plays the way they were designed and just share the basketball.
Sometimes quality shots can come late.
Now at the line for your Mavericks, Christian Wood at the line for 2.
shooting 2.
Well, both free throws good from Wood. And you hear about impacting winning? How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable. And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Tone setting right here early. Love that tenacity.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Gordon with a screen on Doncic. And here's James outside. No good that time. And it's Dallas the other way. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. He takes it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Hardaway. Dinwiddie wide open. Good on the triple.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's James. 23 points his last outing. Jacks up a 3. Again, James missing. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Mavericks. Dinwiddie passes to Doncic. Misses the baby hook. The Nuggets trail. It's stolen. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Congrats, guys! You got a lead in a regular season game! Huge accomplishment!
Mavericks trail by 9. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, and they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Actually, Cleveland is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Christian Wood. Then there's Doncic, and it's Green in at the 2 spot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And here is Kleba, following the 3 moments ago from James. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from 12. That one a little long.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Another 3 for Denver.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pass to Wood. Back to Doncic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's the way to close. Once Doncic has this type of look, game over.
And here's James outside. And again, Denver with the triple.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Green with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Now, here's Doncic. 23 points for him the last game against Denver. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
Now Green after the missed 3 from James. Or the 3. And it's Green missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
From deep three-point range, James misses. And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
Takes a 3. Start away. They set the pick. To the right side. Outside, Green. There's the pass to Hardaway. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Mavericks trail by 15. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you.
And in that sequence, you saw Jokic and the way that he goes to work. Just beat everybody to the ball.
Nice job, Ken. So we conclude the first half. Nuggets lead by
39.
And for that game against the Pistons, they've had this one. And now let's talk about this one. Man, that is more than enough of a...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So on the floor for Denver. Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. Caldwell Pope out there with MP. And it's Brown in at the small forward. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank break dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
Here's Dinwiddie, following the basket by Jokic. Here now is Dinwiddie. 8 points for him. Unloads from 13. And it's Doncic missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Inside.
Jokic kicks to James. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And that's now 27 points for MP. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 14-point game.
There's so much about Nikola Jokic that is special. For a five-man, it doesn't really matter any position, but his ability to crank out those triple-doubles might just take the cake.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Doncic finds Wood.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Doncic against James. Pass to Jokic. Back to James. And he drives in. Goes back up. And Jokic lays it up and in. Jokic has got 6 points in the quarter.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
And the timeout. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan. With his team for the last few minutes, he was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thank you, David. Doncic dishes to Dinwiddie. To the inside. Clock at 4. The three for Doncic. It's held in by Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
The backcourt pair will be Doncic and Dinwiddie. Reggie Bullock is out there with Christian Wood. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Now here's Dinwiddie. Again the miss by the Mavericks. James right side. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Wood's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Doncic with it. He's picked up by James. Here's Dinwiddie. Offline with his 3.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Jokic with the screen on Wood. Pass to Jokic. Kicks it to Gordon. Denver passing it around. Doncic with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. Pass to Bullock. The 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists in the game.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
It's deflected. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. The pass to Jokic. Over in the corner, Brown. Jokic with a screen on Doncic. Here's James. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
13 fouls. At the line for the Nuggets, James taking 2 shots.
Tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out, they're getting up extra shots. That could be a difference maker in the result.
A different look for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for JaVale McGee. Hardaway is subbed in for Reggie Bullock. Mavericks trail by 9. Down low. And finished off by Wood.
And let the big man eat. Throw it up to Wood, and he'll complete that.
James looking it over. Shoots over Doncic. They get it back. James outside. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. Denver with a new 14. And Jokic throws it down.
Ho, 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 here's Super.
Timeout call.
So we see Denver get the win here.
That's the end of the game. Once again, fans, thank you for coming out. We hope you all had a great time. Please be sure to get home safely. We look forward to seeing you at our next event.